everyone, and thank you for tuning in for yet another week in our company.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be in our company? We like the best creatures, wait for it, on earth.
Get over yourself, Marv.
But it's the truth. We bring you guys the best of everything and anything.
Yes, we do, but after last week's Gatsby, I'm on a diet, yabo?
I don't know what you're talking about. You clearly don't need that, because that was last week. But Sipokazi, tell us what's happening this week, though.
Today on 54. Today on 54, you might want to put on those dancing shoes, because we spend time with SA's top dance choreographer, and we rub shoulders with some of South Africa's top music artists at 5FM LiveLoud. I had an absolute blast, and I'm sure you're about to as well, so don't move a muscle. Well, at least not yet.
But were you not bouncing last week? I wish I was there with you, man.
I hope you mean that in a good way.
I really do, actually. But after last week, that Gatsby, you were actually bouncing. But I mean it in a different way this time, and you know it. If you guys missed that out, remember to check us out at oneafrica.tv/54 show.
Meantime, let's get straight into it. Just recently, a South African choreographer created a dance video, hoping that Megan Trainor would see it. Within hours of the video going viral, it became the most frequently watched on social media.
Mr. Rudy Smith, thank you so much for joining us today, man. So, getting straight into it, before we even go into how big you are on social media already, and you've created wave everywhere. Tell us more about Rudy Smith, the person.
Well, thank you for having me here today, first of all.
Honored, so honored.
I mean, what is there to tell? I love dancing. I started dancing since a very young age, 9.
Yeah, true.
And everything that has sort of happened up until now has just been because of me working on my craft from a very young age and kind of pushing myself to the point where I am today.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing this for a very long time, and I've just always taken it seriously, and I've had sort of the advantage of knowing what I wanted to do since a very young age and kind of pursuing that all the way through school, all the way since I've finished school. I've just been able to really work on my craft for a very long time.
Sure, you spoke about starting from a young age. Do you mind telling us what age? 9, 10?
Yeah, I started at the age of 9, and then I joined the studio at 12.
Wow.
And then maybe 6 or 7 months into being in the studio, the teachers sort of saw that I like to dance and I like to create my own moves, and I didn't even know what choreography was at that time. So she started asking me to teach in the studio at the age of 12.
Wow.
Sure.
And I started working with groups, and from there sort of more people got to see what I do and what I put together over the years, and my name started spreading around Cape Town and soon after Joburg, and we started competing in competitions, and that's sort of how my name started spreading throughout South Africa to begin with.
What inspired you, basically?
Everything happened so randomly for me. When I was 9, I was introduced to 101 that originated from Pop Stars.
Pop Stars,
Yeah.
yes.
And so I saw them dance on one of their performances, and that's kind of when I fell in love with dancing. I'd never had any interest in dancing before, and in that time, it was very weird for a boy to be dancing, and it was looked down upon, and it was unnatural. So I was definitely very apprehensive, yet I knew I loved to do this. And so I just continued kind of pursuing it, and then eventually when I was 12, I mustered up the courage to dance in front of my school for the first time.
Wow.
And then I started realizing okay, maybe I'm good at this. This was received really well. Let's see what happens. But it's something I did every day, so I really did know that I loved it from a very young age.
Now, could you please tell us about your school life? I'm pretty sure you had ordinary friends and ordinary things that you did at school. Could you tell us a little bit about your primary school, going into high school, being a dancer, someone who does something completely different to everyone else? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
I think in the beginning stages, it was quite normal. I had very supportive friends who were chilled with me doing what I wanted to do. So that was okay, but I think there was a lot of different opinions around the fact that I was dancing from other people in school, and I was definitely teased a lot and bullied, and people kind of just mistreated me because they didn't understand me, and I knew I was a very different kid as such. But school was hard as I went into high school, for sure. primary school, high school was pretty hectic. I would always dance maybe like, I think, 4 times a week and then weekends as well. So balancing homework and dancing was hard because there was no compromise for me. I was never going to miss a lesson. I was always going to go.
Now, your support structure, we'd like to know a little bit more about the people behind you, the people that inspire you, the people that keep you grounded, the people that just you keep around you to keep you moving forward.
So my parents have definitely been a massive support structure. And then, of course, my friends and particularly the people that are in my crew, the dancers, they are friends of mine as well, and they definitely function as such a support structure. I mean, they are the people I vent to, they are the people I panic with, and like
spend most of your time with them.
most of my time. If I'm panicking about something, they are the people I go to, and I'm like, I have this deadline for this, and we need to get this done. And they're always there. They're very, very supportive, and they're the people that I go to.
It's amazing to have somebody like Rudy here that is here to nurture us and to help us grow in our field, and it's amazing. Like I said, it's not just who we are, what we are, but it's our lives.
Personally for me, dance is like, I've been dancing since I was small, like 8 years old. I started ballet, and then I moved into hip hop with my dance teacher, and recently started with Rudy. So I've been dancing all my life. It's part of my personality. I just love dance, and dance is like just
like she said,
part of my happiness.
dancing your whole life. Like for me, dancing is a shelter, like a safe home. I know it sounds corny, but I mean, if you're going through something and you're a dancer, basically like you have to dance. Like I know for myself, especially now with studies, exams coming up, if I can't study, I'll go dance just to blow some steam off and then help myself focus also.
So yeah, everybody's just seen me put together dance teams, and we've won a good couple of competitions over the years. We've gone to Las Vegas 5 times to the Hip Hop World Champs.
Oh my goodness!
We set a new record for South Africa in 2012. So there's that sort of information around me and what I do, and that is what draws people to the auditions, and they want to come and learn and just be a part of a crew that also travels and just does different gigs and jobs and videos and so forth.
Did you think that the South African talent is recognized, or how do you feel about talent in South Africa?
I don't know if you guys know about it. Honey 3, the movie was filmed here last year, and I was one of the choreographers on the movie.
That's
and I danced in
I'm
it
done.
too.
I'm done.
So I think that in itself, coming here was such a statement of like, there's clearly talent in South Africa, because I think ultimately the team behind the movie makes that decision to be like, okay, we're coming to South Africa.
You went viral with the Meghan Trainor song Me Too. Was it, why Me Too though? Was there a specific reason? What inspired Me Too? What motivated you?
I just connected with the song immediately, and I usually know I need to do a video project if a song sort of connects with me like that. I don't generally choreograph to commercial music, so this is actually probably like the first commercial project I've ever put out. And yeah, I just loved the song. I just saw the whole vision of everything play off in my head the first time I heard the song, and then I was like, okay, I want to create this. I'm like itching to do this now. And then when I got home, eventually I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna rehearse now, let's go. And we started working on it, and then we started putting it together. And then it was time to film, and then everything fell into place.
Were you expecting it to become so viral so quickly?
Absolutely not. Not at all.
Like, obviously, not, especially in one day.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. It was actually, the video was posted like right as I went into a 3-hour rehearsal.
Wow.
So I was like freaking out during this whole rehearsal because I could not check my phone to see what was happening. And when a video launches, I try to like keep my day open always to see exactly what's going on, who it's reaching, all this kind of things. And by the time I saw my phone after 3 hours, I was like, what is happening? And by the evening, we had a performance at the Artscape that evening, actually. And then by the time we had gotten off of stage, somebody in the team ran to me with their phone and they were like, look at this. And there was an article saying South African choreographers' video has gone viral. And I was just like, what? And then, yeah, everything for like a whole week, everything was just continuously going on. And it's now been, tomorrow it'll be a month since the video was released. And people are still emailing me with work opportunities relating to the video, or just saying, great job, your video was sick, like still a month later. So it's just been like the craziest response I've ever had.
My goodness me, talk about fame in 5 minutes. Like, yo, I go to the bathroom, I come out, hey, famous.
Now we've heard you've traveled, but have you traveled around Africa at all?
I've been to Zimbabwe before. I just taught in Zimbabwe this year for my first time.
That's awesome.
It was very interesting, a very new experience, and I really enjoyed it. I went to a studio called Dance Avenue.
Oh, yes.
And I was teaching workshops there for a weekend, and then I went home again. And yeah, I got to see a little bit of Zim, and I got to just spend a lot of time with the students and with the 2 teachers of the studio. And they've just been like sponges. They soak in information so well, and they've really been putting a lot of the sort of things I shared with them into practice since I left. And it's been really cool seeing how their students have developed since.
What advice would you give to people that feel like they take rejection in a bad, negative way?
I don't think there's anything wrong with just finding out what it is that you lacked in that particular audition or for that particular job, and then finding out how to develop that skill so that the next time you do something, you figure it out. And sometimes you can be amazing at an audition, but you just still won't get it because you are not what they're looking for. And that's just how it is.
Sheesh.
That's so true.
That is very true. That's a tip for everyone, because I feel like people deal really badly with rejection.
Yeah,
sheesh.
definitely.
I know I would deal badly if I was rejected. I'd be like, okay, I'm done dancing. Let's go home. Let me be a doctor or something. You see what I mean?
But we need to know how much you know about Africa, because we're about to challenge you on Africa's.
All right.
How sure are you?
I don't know, I'm nervous.
Of your knowledge of Africa? Because there's 54 countries, you need to know a little bit about one.
Okay, good. Just give it to me, I'm gonna try my best.
We got you.
There we go. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's put Rudy to the test and check if his African knowledge is as good as his dance moves.
We'll see you soon.
We all know Africa is the second largest continent in the world, made up of 54 countries. So choose a piece representing a couple of countries and fit it into the Africa puzzle. You will then be tested on your knowledge. And if your general knowledge is less than general, Ray is there to put you back on track. Your score will be added to the 54 scoreboard. The aim is to try and remain at the top of the board.
Okay, so Rudy, you have 60 seconds to answer all of these questions. There's 10 questions. And if you don't know the answer, you can either ask Ray over here behind me for a clue. If you don't know, just say pass so we can move on and save time.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You have to pick a color.
I'm going to pick yellow.
Yes, my favorite color. And this represents this part of Africa, and it's Tanzania, Rwanda, and Uganda.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, so Ray, please start the clock.
Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, the largest mountain in Africa is actually located in Tanzania. What is it called?
Kilimanjaro, Mount Gesi, or Mount Imim?
It's Kilimanjaro.
Well
correct.
done. 2, Tanzania shares the national anthem with South Africa and which other country?
Zimbabwe, Kenyazi, or Burundi?
Zimbabwe.
Correct.
Brilliant.
Okay.
3, which ocean is Tanzania bordered by?
Atlantic, Indian, or Pacific?
Let's say Pacific.
Ooh.
Okay, next question.
30 seconds.
Tanzania is the home of a special crab. What is it called?
Fiddler crab, coconut crab, or Libya crab?
Coconut crab?
Yes!
Correct.
Who is the president of Tanzania?
Michael Kafandu, John McFooley, Ellen Joseph.
I'm gonna
10 seconds.
go with Ellen
8.
Joseph.
How many languages are
5.
spoken in Tanzania?
Wild guess 23.
1.
Why would there be 23 languages?
And how many did we get correct?
1, 2, 3. 3.
High
3,
five!
yay.
3 was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
We are going to
you.
put this on at a later stage, but we all know that you're good at something, and it's definitely dancing.
There it is.
Oh, here is. We're gonna put you on right next to Zoe B. Awesome. You're neck and neck with Zoe B.
Awesome.
Well, now that we know what he really rocks at, and that's dancing, you can check out his crazy skills up next. Today we're in Cape Town for 5FM's biggest music extravaganza. We're at 5FM's Live Loud. Why don't you come with me while I go dance a little bit? I'll see you on the next one. Here we have the great man, Black Coffee himself. He's here at 5FM Live Loud. I know you're excited to be at this particular event. What do you think about what 5FM is doing right now?
I love the 5FM events just in general. You know, their listenership is multiracial, their events are multiracial. You know, it's one of those shows you always know you're going to have a mixed crowd and it's bringing the country, the nation together.
And because we're a faith-based show, we'd really like to know what your preparations and the things you do before a big show like this to get yourself into the zone.
I pray, man. I'm a praying man. And for me, it's not really going down on my knee before I perform. I always talk to God, you know. I believe this is his journey more than it's mine. You know, I believe he put me here, and so I always talk to him.
Thank you so much for joining us, Timo. We'd like to know what's in the pipeline for you as far as your Christian-based music goes.
Well, I think I just try, like, a lot of the time I actually like write about God, and then I just add like female connotations, and so like even Save Me or Find My Way, like I Need You. The choruses for me are always sort of about like God. Yeah. It's like what inspires me, you know what I mean? So that's obviously what I'm gonna write about.
And can you tell us a little bit about your sets, because we know you haven't been on yet. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're gonna hear today?
Well, I guess just like 30 minutes of deep house and me singing and some dirty bass lines.
So please tell us about this particular event. We know this is the first time you guys are doing a Live Loud in Cape Town. Please tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, Cape Town Live Loud, we pretty much do this throughout the year. We pick a town or city, and we come in, we take over, we do events, we do charity work, we do workshops. So this is the culmination of months of work.
Many different things. If you want to put a little bit of your Christian faith into your music, are we going to be hearing a little bit more of that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the biggest part of my life. So that's all it's the biggest influence on my music. So whenever I write a song, then that's always going to be something that's going to be a part of that song, a part of the music. So yeah, like, even if it's a song about my wife or whatever, it's always kind of like the grounding of it is a Christian belief. So yeah, so that's what that'll always be there.
We just need to discuss your outfits. We see that you're out here with your swagger, out here representing the faith. Now tell us a little bit about what you're going to be putting on your next album.
You know, I think I often tell people, like, I sing secular music and I love secular music. That's what I want to sing. But I do believe that there is for me, I believe this is what I was called for, and I've had moments where it's almost spiritual when I do my thing and I get people to get involved with me and my music, and it becomes about something other than us, you know, and that is really the vibe that I try to create. And I think for my next album, I definitely want to be focusing on something a little bit more spiritual, definitely still secular, but doing something that's a bit more spiritually connected.
It's an amazing vibe, diverse people, and the energy is absolutely intoxicating. And there's awesome food. I'm gonna go to Eat Street. I'll see you now. Excited to have black coffee here.
Totally! He's so cool! Can you believe he DJs with one hand?
Man, it's one of those things.
I did not know. He's so awesome.
Really, it's really cool. Very good melting pot of diversity. It's awesome.
Hi, it's Lincoln. Yeah, having a great time today on Heritage Day. Just seeing the combination of everything coming together today. It's a true mix of true South Africa, what it looks like around you today.
I'm absolutely loving Cape Town Live Loud, and that ode to Mendoza was just great.
Who was your favorite set?
Black Coffee.
Of course he was. Of course he was.
As you can see, you've just seen Black Coffee, which was amazing.
Awesome.
And that was the only reason I'm here today.
Here we have Lulama and her fabulous African attire. Please tell us if you're enjoying the show, Lulam.
I'm having a great time. I came here because of Black Coffee and Mikasa.
Another one. Who's your favorite set and who's your artist that you're like dying to see?
Dying the DJ. Fresh, good, and more.
Who's this DJ?
I want to see Gangs of Ballet and Black Coffee.
Well, I've been rubbing shoulders with the best of the best in the music industry. With great music and a great crowd, we've been doing the right thing here at 5FM Live Loud. Now I'll see you on the other side of this one. I'm gonna go have a good time. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye! Oh, and what an unforgettable experience it was.
I mean, it must have been so much fun meeting top artists like that.
I mean, here at 54, we aim to bring you the best of the best while having a little bit of a jolt ourselves.
Obviously, we went from dance to music. We saw a whole lot of talent. Hey, why don't you write to us and tell us what your talents are?
Yeah, you can send us pictures, videos, and share your talents with us. We'd love to see it.
And remember, it's chat@oneafrica.tv or facebook.com/54 show.
Or you can check out our web at www.oneafrica.tv.
And from us, keep dancing.
Ayuba, Ayuba, Ayuba.